Hello there, and welcome to episode 22 of Adventures in Knitting with Jenn. And if this is your first time here, my name is Jenn, and I am a teacher way up north. Well, not too far north. When I say north, some people think Yukon and that kind of place. No, like 7 hours north of Thunder Bay. That's still pretty north, though, for anybody in Ontario. Yes, so this is my little knitting podcast where I talk about what I'm making, what I'm doing, all the knitting stuff. It's kind of like a visual journal for me. It's kind of fun to go back for me and look and see if I'm looking, what yarn did I use, or when did I make that? I have a record of it now. So, and thank you for those of you who are coming along with me for the journey. All right, so it has been a little while since I made a podcast because I have not been feeling well. I don't know what it is, but I've just been so tired. Oh, so tired. It was bad. I'd just come straight home and sleep, crawl on the couch and nap, and then go to bed for a while. Somebody I was talking to, and they said it's the weather. That transitioning from winter to spring weather makes you tired. I don't know, maybe the sun. We haven't seen the sun in so long, so when we finally see it, it's like, I don't know. But I'm feeling better now, and I wanted to do this little update before I am going to be away for a couple weeks, so I wouldn't be able to podcast. Probably not going to get another one until middle of May. So yeah, but because it's been a while, I have lots of stuff to talk about. And let us start with what I'm wearing. And I don't think I ever showed the beginning of this on this podcast because it's been that long. But I finally finished my Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. And yeah, I'm loving it. So this yarn is all hand dyed from me. This is, if you stick around till the summer, those of you who are new, you'll see that I like to play around with natural dyes in the summer. And yeah, so this is a accumulation of my projects last year because I got a lot of yellow. I was experimenting with some different things and I got a lot of yellow. So I'll show you. So you can here, the top part is from Dandelion. It's really faint yellow. And the bottom part is Lilac, which you can kind of see the difference a little bit. You can see it more on the wrong side. A little bit more. Not really. Anyways. There was a very faint difference between the Dandelion and the Lilac. The Lilac is a bit brighter. And then the bottom part is Cedar. The first batch of Cedar, and the sleeves are Cedar too, but they were a different batch. So it's slightly different. It's a little brighter color. And then this collar part is Osage, which I'd gotten from a kit. Everything else I collected and dyed, but this Osage I got in a kit just to try around. It's a tree from down south somewhere. And then I dipped it in iron. So Osage turns yellow, but then I dipped it in iron and it turned this like yellowy green. So this sweater is supposed to have I was supposed to do another set of short rows. You do short rows to get this collar, but I was running out of this color and I didn't want to. That was my vision for the sweater, was just to have the collar in this color, so I didn't want to add another color, so I just left it short, and that's fine. I mean, it's open. It's an open sweater, but that's what I wanted because I just get so hot and then cold and then hot and then cold and then hot and then cold. And hoodies and other like crew neck type sweaters, it's just such a pain to be flipping on like over your hair, you know? So this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for in my wardrobe, and it goes well with my hair. So yeah, I'm loving it. And that's my Comfort Fade Cardi. My big project off my big projects list. So, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about it. My other work. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. All right. I thought I was all prepared. I guess I wasn't. So, finished objects. This is the main one, and then I have this, which I did talk about on my last one, called the Borough hood. It's so cute. Look how cute this is. Oh my word. And then I did it with the ties, which I really like. So you can tie it like this. Like, come on. It's so cute. I was thinking of putting this in a sale for like next year, but then I tried it on. I'm like, nope, I'm buying it. I mean, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. So yeah, it's so cute. Borough hood. I'll make some more, I think. Didn't even take hardly any yarn. So I'm trying to use up all my stash, which I've been talking about. And this yarn I've had for a while. It's from my love note, which I've talked about. Let me get a drink here. My throat's getting all... All right. I have showed the love note that I made, and it's this yarn ink. I held these two colors together. So it is the exact same as my love note. I had a little bit extra left over. I didn't even take a whole skein. So I definitely have more. All you need is one skein of fingering and one skein of mohair to make this. I mean, it's not gonna be like super warm, you know, minus 30 trekking out in the woods. I was wearing it minus 20 though, perfect for that, like minus 18 to 22. It was good for that kind of weather. And then if it got a little cold, I just put a headband on underneath and put this over top. And it's just so freaking cute. I'm so happy with it. And you make it with short rows. You make the whole thing. So between this and the Joy shawl, which was a ton of short rows, and this is a lot of short rows, I'm like short rowed out. But hey, they're a great tool. They're a great tool in knitting. So yeah, that's my other finished object, the Borough hood. Now I can pack it away. I'm just keeping it away for this podcast. I've packed up all my winter stuff. I know. I packed up all my winter stuff, and then we got a snowstorm. We've had 5-day weekend. Easter turned into a 5-day weekend because Wednesday we were at school, and it was just, we're looking out the window, and it's white. It's white out, and we're like, uh-oh. Me and my students were like, what happens? I was teasing them. What happens if we get stuck here? And they were excited about that. But then they decided to send us home early before it got any worse. So Wednesday we went home early, and then Thursday it was just the roads were really icy, and we're just worried about the safety of buses because we don't have plows and salt trucks up here like you do down south. So yeah, we had Thursday off, and it's been a great restful weekend, and I had a lovely Easter yesterday. Had a lovely service with some teachers and community members, and then we had a Sunday school for the kids. It was fun. Eggs everywhere and chocolate. It was fun. And then dinner with friends and lots of laughs and good food. One of the benefits of living up here and teaching with such a different multicultural staff is you get all kinds of different potlucks. Are the best. The best. I have a Nigerian neighbor. I have a Chinese Jamaican neighbor. I have, then we have local and anyways, Canadians, and I think I might be the only one who's actually born here though. But that's awesome. And the food was great. And it was just a lovely day. I'm still riding the high. It was a great day yesterday. So yeah, now I'm all rested up and ready. I can do a podcast. So those are my only 2 finished objects because I was in a mad rush to finish this before Easter. I really wanted it to wear Easter Sunday and I was able to, so yay. And I'm probably going to wear it a lot. Oh, here, this is all I had left. So this used 5 skeins. 5 skeins of yarn, and this is all I had left. These little bits. That's all I have, so it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. This summer, hopefully, I will not get as much yellow. I'm going to play around with some different colors, hopefully. All right, so works in progress. I am still working away on these socks. So I have one done, which I showed you last time, and I only have barely started. Barely started the next one. I kind of put it on the sideline. Oh my goodness, I'm in the middle of a row. Why did I do that? Anyways, I have to go home for medical appointments in a few days, Thursday, which is another, well, you've got pros and cons from working up here. And one of the cons is medical care is a little more difficult to get. So I have to go home for a bunch of appointments. And that is what I'm going to be bringing on the plane with me is these socks. And hopefully I have Thursday, I have 12 hours in airports and airplanes. So let's see how much I get done. And they'll be good cozy socks to wear when I get home. And I don't know if I've done a bag. I talked about my bags a long time ago, but in case you, I'm a Star Wars fan. So this is my little Star Wars. It's so cute. The little, yeah, R2-D2. He's my favorite. From Ginger Snap That on Etsy. So that will be my plane project. Finish those socks up. That's a priority. And yeah. My Scrappy Sunday project, I'll update you on that. I need to figure out how to say it. Anisadora shawl. So this is what I've got. This is the last time I showed it to you. I only had this done. So I've worked on it. But of course, each row, it gets longer and longer. And yeah, so it takes a longer time. And then when I was doing this, I hadn't picked it up for a while, and then I take this and I see this is where my other 4mm needle was. I was looking all over for it, and here it was on this project. So I haven't worked on it a lot, but I am planning on, I want to get that finished too before I leave. We only have like 10 weeks left of school here, so yeah, I'm narrowing down my projects and realizing that I was a bit ambitious with the list of things that I wanted to do, so I'm narrowing it down, but that's fine. That's good. And of course, since I finished this, I cast on 2 more things. I am trying to go through stash. So I, of course, change plans. I change plans a lot. I mean, what knitter doesn't? You see, new things come out, and you're like, oh, I want to make that. Or you change your mind. So I found this yarn and I realized I'd forgotten about it. I had made something with this, or tried to, a couple summers ago, but then it was a bottom-up sweater, and when I went to try it on, I realized it did not fit at all. So I ripped it all out. And this is the contrast color. It's like a, so together that'll look nice, bright for summer. And it's going to be the quilty. So I don't know if you can see that. It's a pretty faded, but it's a color work t-shirt. So that is my project next. And yeah, I've just started it. So twisted rib for the front, and then you start on my gauge is way off. Of course, it always is. I'm a loose knitter, and every time they say, knit 4mm or whatever, I always have to do like down. So this one was supposed to be 4mm, and I'm like, no way. I did a gauge swatch, and it was way too loose. I'm like, that's gonna be, yeah. So I'm down to a 3.5, I think, so this is sweater, shirt, it's going to take me a while. Could do a crop, but I'm not going to do a crop because my other project after this will be cropped. So, short sleeve and long, and then, yeah, so hopefully that'll be done sometime in June. Try to get it done in May. But since I'm going home for 2 weeks, of course, you're like, what knitting am I going to bring? And besides the socks, I started a little dress for my niece. And this is just the first part of it. So I bought this yarn a couple summers ago when I was just on the hunt I had just discovered like different fibers, and I wanted summer yarns and different materials. So this is 100% Pima cotton, Estelle, cloud cotton. I don't know what I was thinking to buy this color pink for me. I don't know. I bought so much yarn, enough to make a sweater for myself. I will never wear this color pink. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess it was the only color available, and I wanted to try it. Anyways, it has been repurposed into a little dress for my niece, Ruby, and I honestly have enough yarn. I could probably make one for Emma too. I only have 2 nieces, so they might both get a dress. I don't know if I have a picture. Oh yes, here. The Linda Lou. That's what it is. Linda Lou. Isn't that cute? The little ruffle on the bottom. So this shouldn't take too long for me to make because it is, sorry, rustling. You know, it's air and weight yarn. The tag on here, it says 5mm, 18 stitches would be worsted. Yeah, I did a gauge swatch. I got 12 stitches. I'm really loose in there, but I'm like 12 to 18, that's a big difference. So of course I'm going down again and making it a 4mm. And I got, my gauge was 14 stitches on 4.5mm. And so I kind of guessed. I didn't do a third gauge swatch. Yeah, we'll see. So I'm doing the size 3, knowing that it'll probably be bigger. She is 3, but she's, you know, she's a big girl. So, and this is the top. This will be the top with a little button band, and then you knit the front and back, and then you join together underneath the sleeves, and then knit the rest in the round. So that'll be pretty easy. This will be my project that I'm going to work on while I'm home, and hopefully leave it there. So you'll probably just see a picture in the next podcast of hopefully Ruby wearing it. And I think it'll be really cute. You could wear it in the summer, it's cotton, perfect. Or, you know, in the winter you could wear it with a little long sleeve shirt underneath and jeans. It'd be so cute. So that is all my projects that I'm working on, and that will definitely keep me busy for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, and like I said, I'm trying to knit from stash, so I'm trying to pull old stuff and not add new, but I am going home and I'm going to shop my stash at home. Because I want to finish my blanket for my nephew. That is a priority. This has to get finished before I go home in June. His birthday is July 3rd. So this is a priority, and I'm half done. I finished one more square. I have decided, so when I'm home, that's why I'm saying this, is I have orange in the same color. I realize I do not have enough of this blue to do a whole nother half. So the executive decision has been I am going to bring my orange yarn back, and I'm going to do orange and this color together. So it'll be half and half. One half will be the 2 blues and one half will be orange and blue. It's just, it is what it is. This yarn's hard to get, so I can't get it anymore unless I want to pay a fortune, and no, I don't. You can buy it on Amazon for like $50. No, thank you. So I think I have enough of the orange to do the rest. So yeah, that's my plan. And that's a priority. I also have a secret project I have to work on before June, which I just say it's secret because the off chance the person it's going to watches this. They might watch it, 50% chance they watch it. I don't know. Anyway, so just in case they watch it, yeah, you won't see that until after it's been gifted, and that'll take me a bit of time. 10 weeks. Can I get it all done? Hopefully. All right. So like I said, stash. I did add to stash. I couldn't help it. Okay. I couldn't help it. I was looking at my knitting sock collection, and I'm like, oh, I'm short. I need to add. And okay. So Comfy Cozy Knits, like I've mentioned her before, I really like her yarn. She had this sale on, did she have a sale, or did I just want to buy it? Did I just want to buy it? Probably both. Her self-striping yarn. It's so cute. So I bought 3. Yeah. This one is Say Something 2.0. Isn't that so pretty? Ugh. And this one, Glow Bug. And this one is what I caved. This is what drew me to the site. Is I lilac you a lot. Like, come on, lilacs were the favorite. Used to be my favorite color until I've merged into the yellows and the reds and the oranges. But this used to be my favorite color. So, and I love lilacs, love them. But unfortunately, because I'm up here, we don't have lilacs up here. So I miss them now. I miss them a lot. But yeah. So I did add 3. I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast, but I did on Instagram. So for your information, all of this yarn, right? When I came here in September, I counted it all, and I had 173 skeins of yarn. So I'm trying to work through them. I have added 15. I've added 15, and yeah, I did make a note. See if I can find it. Oh, maybe not. But now I'm down to 163 after this, because this used 5. So I am at 163 skeins of yarn now. It's still so much. I am really trying not to buy more. But it'd be fun to go home. You can pretend. I can pretend because I'm shopping my stash. I don't know. There's yarn there I haven't seen in a while. I forget I have it. But yeah. So I think that's about it for today. I'm bringing you up to date. I'm not sure when the next one will be. But yeah, sometime in May, hopefully. And I hope you had a great Easter and that you're enjoying this summer weather, this spring weather, I should say. It's been so beautiful. Oh, I love it, the sunshine. And yeah. And take care. And hopefully wherever you are, you survived that ice storm and the snowstorm that we had last week. Of course, we're always good for that in Canada. Come on, we know this. We know this. There's always one big snowstorm in April. It's like been happening since we were we were born, and yet we're shocked every year. I don't know why we are. All right. Well, yes. Say goodbye again, for real. And take care, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.